Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist coming to you live from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. And we'd like to begin this morning by showing ourselves to be in an attitude of gratitude. So why not pop up the three things that you are most grateful for in your life right now. Pop them up on screen. Let's see what they are. Let's have a bit of a chat about them and see how we go. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Three things that you're grateful for in your life right now. What are they? Put them up on screen and let's see how we can start the day. So as always, I like to have a bit of a chat about what's going on. Today's Friday the 13th, isn't it? So it's a really, really interesting time. It is unlucky for some. Some people think 13 is unlucky, but a 13 comes down to a 4. And the 4 is a foundation for stability, strength, and structure, and how we build on that strength and structure. So let's see how that works moving forward. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you've just joined us, why not pop the three things that you're grateful for up on screen, and let's see how we go from there. Always good to see you guys in the morning. Don't forget also we're live Monday through Friday from 10 till 10:30 UK time. And then on a Tuesday night, we do our development group. Thursday night, we do a mediumship group. It was lovely last night to work with everybody. There were 7 of us there last night. And that's all done through Zoom so that we can see, hear, and speak to each other. Oh, gosh. So that we can see, hear, and speak to each other. And that's £5 a person on a Tuesday or a Thursday, depending on which group you want to join. And then we have a Sunday night, our Psychic Sundays, and on our Psychic Sundays we are able to pull cards for individuals and see how that works moving forward. Morning, Tony, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. What 3 things are you grateful for today? How do you feel about Friday the 13th? Do you feel it's unlucky? Do you feel that weird things happen on Friday the 13th? Or are you just a person that it's just another date and let's see how things go? How do you feel? Carol Partington, for my health. Cool. That's one thing. What other 2 things are you grateful for? Grateful for continued good weather, breakfast, and great friends. On your bed. Cool. Colin's grateful for life, friends, and family. Amazing. Morning, Neats. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So how do we feel about Friday the 13th? Do we feel it's unlucky for some? Do we feel it's just numbers? What do we feel? How do we feel? Let's get the conversation going today. Whew. Morning, Sue. How are you? Grateful for lovely morning. Done my jog already. Oh, Lord. Jog? Oh, dear. It's a lot of work. So the first card I've got for this morning is Magic Prayer. It's card 32. Anita says she's always superstitious. Oh. Card 32, Magic Prayer. You can't see it, so I'm going to stop showing cards. But card 32, it's a lady with her head thrown back. She's got butterfly wings over her eyes and a big pink orb behind her neck. 32 comes to a 5. 5 is being prepared for unexpected opportunities, surprises, interviews, auditions, all that kind of thing. Anything that's new and fresh, being prepared for the unexpected, really, and how it's going to come up in your life and show up in your life. She's got butterfly wings over her eyes, but the butterfly wings are starting to be translucent. So I am mindful that actually indicates that she's starting to see the wood for the trees. She's starting to be able to see what's going on, which is very, very good for her. And then you've got the idea that magic prayer tells us that you offer everything you want up to Spirit and you see how Spirit provides for you. So offer it up to Spirit and see what happens, how it's provided for you. So really, really good indicator card there. Magic prayer is just about really knowing what you want and sending it up to Spirit, and Spirit will provide it for you in divine timing. That is how we feel about that. Tony says, I used to be superstitious, but not now. Yeah, I think I used to be superstitious as well, but now I've just kind of embraced it. I've just read that Friday the 13th is actually very spiritual, but it has not really affected me. I've never been really superstitious. Well, if you take the 13, guys, 13 adds to a 4, and 4 is all about the square. So the 4 pillars of strength, the 4 sides of the square, the stability and structure that it provides, the good, strong foundation that it puts underneath you. So it is really a springboard, for 4. So I kind of see the 13 as a 4. I don't read it as a 13 at all. I kind of read it as a 4 because that's what it reduces to. So its core number is a 4. It's not, and so therefore 13 has no power, over anything. So interesting. Hey, Steve Gonzalez, how are you? So, how do we feel about Friday the 13th? How do we feel about superstition, guys? We've just been through Halloween, or Samhain if you are earthy. So how do we feel about it? In 2 weeks' time, let's not forget, I'm doing an evening of mediumship on Friday the 27th of November. It's £10 a person to come in. It's going to be done through Zoom, and all the money raised is going to little Ollie Saxty, the little dog, who's having chemo at the moment because of his cancerous condition. So I'm helping my friends raise money for their dog's treatment. All money goes directly to them, and they will just let me know who the people are that need to be contacted with the access code. So if you'd like to join us for that evening, it'd be great. There will be some prizes. There's going to be an auction. So it's all going to be happening on Friday the 27th, which is 14 days from today. And you can make your donation, then we shall see what happens. Making your donations to them, and we shall see what happens. All good, okay. Are you okay? All good, thanks. Are you okay? I'm very well, thank you, Steve. Very well. Miss you and Kath. Miss you guys terribly, actually. No, Colin, I don't. You have to actually book well in advance, Colin. I have actually told you this. Colin's just asking if I have any availability for today for readings, or later today or this weekend. You have to book a time and date in advance, and then I am able to facilitate that. I am actually quite busy with all 3 businesses that I run, Colin. Okay, so miss you too, bro. Oh. Ooh. Nita's written us a story. Let's see her story. This morning I'm grateful for Sky Q box arriving for Reese so he can stop licking my TV. Also continental breakfast of chorizo cheese, Saint Augure, water biscuits and mackerel pate. I don't know about the mackerel pate, but the rest I'll go with. And finally, the Christmas movie that is ready to watch after this. That's lovely. Really lovely. Well, it sounds like you got everything planned, Neats. Sue says, just another day. My mum was born on the 13th and she was an earth angel. Prefer the 4 as a foundation number needed for strength at the moment. Absolutely. And that's the thing, is with everything, with anything in the world and everything in the world, you can break it down to a single digit. And that really helps to what am I trying to say? That really helps to sort of sort it out. It helps to put things in perspective. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you break things down to their individual digit, it puts things in perspective for you and for others as well, because if you're acting from a place of knowledge, you can get things done in a good way. Yeah. So, what else do people have to say about Friday the 13th? Why are we superstitious? Let's ask that. Neets, why are we superstitious? How did that come about? For those of us that are superstitious, how did that come about? How are we experiencing that? Because that in itself would be a very interesting thought. How are we superstitious? Why are we superstitious? Well, this morning is planned, but this afternoon, well, we'll leave that up to the gods. Sorry, I got no shows on this afternoon, Neets. So we had a lovely evening of mediumship last night. Lots of evidence was given, lots of confirmations, lots of very interesting choices. And it all came about quite nicely, actually. And really, really helped. I had a lot of fun, really enjoyed the company. We sat and chatted for a bit afterwards, which is always nice. But just a really nice day all around, really. Really nice. Guys, this is a two-way conversation. I need people to tap in so that we can actually get chatting about things. Who has any plans for the weekend? Have we got any big plans for this weekend? We're running our competition this weekend, our first one, sort of a dress-up competition, and then people can win a backstage pass to the following week, which we're starting this week as an incentive. Is anybody else doing anything exciting? Oh, okay. So Tony says, I was brought up in a village, lots of superstition around, but as I've worked with spirit, it's faded. Yeah, I think my superstitious nature has faded too, since working with spirit and being around spirit a lot. It kind of has normalized for me. The wrong word is the mystery, but that's what I'm trying to say, is it's like taking the mystery away. As I understand spirit more, it's taken away a lot of the superstitious nature of the things I was believing or thinking or seeing or doing or whatever. So that's interesting for me, is that I would agree with you, Tony. It's like as I work more with spirit, I have less need to buy into superstition. Less need to buy into superstition. Grew up in the 70s, 80s with my mum, who was big on astrology, tarot, Ouija, black cats, and all things superstitious. Your man with the jam. Or was that your great man? Oh, I forget. Apparently it goes back to 1487 when Heinrich Kramer, who burned many healers on the stake due to ignorance. Okay. Interesting. Celebrating my son's 30th birthday as best we can. I feel sorry for people with milestone birthdays this year, because it's just almost like they've been cheated out of anything, really. I'm big on birthday parties. I always have a birthday party every year. It's my one, and my birthday's in summer, in June, so it's my one chance to have a big blowout. We usually do that, and we do a Christmas party because Andrew's birthday's in December. So we have June and December, we do 2 big parties a year. And of course, this year, none at all whatsoever. This year, my birthday was spent with my husband and my dog, which, although it was lovely and I had a great day, and he went out of his way to make things special for me, it was also just like, meh, because it wasn't, the people and the celebration that I was used to. I say I'm superstitious, but really mostly just being aware. The more superstitious people are around you, the more can go wrong because of it. Yeah, I think that's also, there's a case for that too, because I think that when people are superstitious around you, they get quite jumpy. And so sometimes it can cause for accidents to happen or misunderstanding, mishaps. I think you're right, Neats. That kind of thing can happen. We'd be done for. I'd be on the ducking stool, and true. As much as that sounds funny, true, Sue. Tony says, me too. I was 60 in March, couldn't have a party. Oh, bless you. Yes, it's my sister's 50th birthday at the end of this month, which will be quite muted. I do feel, I feel sorry for the kids that don't understand what's going on when they have, no understanding of what's actually happening around us. I mean, we don't have an understanding, so you can imagine how confused the kids are. And then for people who have like milestone birthdays where you were possibly really hoping to, have a bit of a blowout for your 30th, 40th, 50th, 60th, or anniversaries as well, 20th anniversaries of weddings or that kind of thing. People that would have had big things going on. It's sad, really. It does teach you the value of life, though. It teaches you to appreciate things, but it really doesn't bode well if you, like myself, I really look forward to my birthday party each year because it's my party day. We don't really have people around the rest of the year. We kind of do 2 big social events per year. Neat says, I already know I was a healer and drowned on the dunking stool and have carried that fear of drowning through many lifetimes. Interesting. So do you have a fear of drowning, Neat? Very interesting. How do you feel about water in general? How do you feel about water? And it's interesting because you can actually retrain or reprogram your brain to release that fear, because fear is forget everything and run or face everything and rise. So if you know how you feel about water, then we can remap the way you feel about that situation at that time, and it'll help moving forward because it'll cancel out any negativity moving forward or fear moving forward. It's very, very interesting what our minds believe and how we can change our minds and change the way we feel about things. It's all quite interesting. Quite interesting. It's all about perspective, really. I love a good party. Always have a massive barbecue in August with my family and friends. Oh, my invitation must have got lost in the post. I'm joking. Barbecues, yeah, I like barbecues. You know what I don't? We have lots of those in South Africa. We call them braais. But for me, a barbecue is just lots of smoke and charred meat. So, yes, I love a barbecue, but I've got to be in the mood for one. But party, I can party anytime. I like the social aspects. I like the coming together of people. I even, have no issue with kids being around and playing, and as long as the dog is safe, as long as our dog is safe, I'm fine. But I like that social aspect, the gregarious nature of everyone. Yes, I do. But my go-to place when I want to feel uplifted and happy is the sea. I never go out of my depth in any water. Okay. I was going to say, for you, needs, instead of seeing water as something that's going to drown you, like in your fear, why not see water as something that cleanses and clears you? So kind of the way we program our mind is we kind of change the perception of what power certain words hold, or certain activities or certain things hold. So if you cancel out the fear of the water and replace it with cleansing and clearing, like with a shower or a bath, when you start with the water that's closest to you, and then you branch out further than that. But if you start with this idea that it's cleansing and clearing and enabling, then you will actually benefit greatly from it, because then the water becomes healing rather than hurting. Healing rather than hurting. What's that jumping out? Jumping out. Cleaning house. Card 37. I will show it to you guys, but there we go. It's card 37, cleaning house. So here we have a character that to me is a bit like Pinocchio. He's on some broomsticks as legs. And cleaning house is never about actually cleaning. It's about getting things in order. It's about sorting out your paperwork, sorting out your dates for your diary, all sorts of things, etc., etc., etc. So it's a really, really important factor to bring in, is like, are you prepared for anything? If an emergency happened, would you know exactly where things were? Have you cleaned your house? Have you got things in order inside your filing cabinet of your head as well? Cleaning and clearing our house often has to do with that. My birthday's on 2nd of December, end of lockdown, so I'm definitely going out. Good. It's a weekday anyway, so yeah. Isn't it? Isn't it like a Wednesday? I don't know. Is it? Interesting. Right, guys, I haven't mentioned that we are actually doing vouchers at the moment. We are doing readings, treatments, consultations for £25 instead of £50 at the moment. And that's our current offer. It will be on offer until the 31st of December at that price, before we go back to our original price. And for that price, you can get a reading, treatment, or consultation with myself. They can also be deferred or transferred. You can say it's a present for your dad, mom, sister, brother, cousin, niece, child, whatever. And I can send it to you as a voucher if needs be, if you want something pretty to give to them, or you can just write it into a card or whatever and let them know that they've got a voucher with me. I will keep a record of it, and it can be redeemed right up until June of next year. But it needs to be paid for, obviously, before the 31st of December to qualify for the discounted rate. So you could, in effect, purchase a reading, treatment, or consultation now and actually use it anytime up until June of next year. That is my cutoff date. So why not consider doing that for a birthday present, Christmas present, lovely little stocking filler. And we do all sorts of things. We do mediumship and oracle cards. If you look down at the bottom of the screen, our treatments include Reiki, crystal healing, and Hopi ear candles. And our consultations include life coaching and mindfulness. We also do things like fashion styling, etc. It's all very, very possible. Colin's asking, do I do multi-person readings? I do multi-person readings, Colin, but how old is your nephew? is my question. How old is your nephew? Your nephew is 54. That makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. So yeah, so you can book yourself a reading treatment or consultation, £25, and that will be valid. The voucher is valid until June of next year. So do consider that if you're looking to get a Christmas gift or a birthday gift or a thank you gift for someone. It might be just what they need at this time. Don't forget you can catch me daily live from Monday through Friday, 10 till 10:30 in the morning. That's UK time. Saturdays we do not have anything on. Sunday nights we do our Psychic Sundays, and that's from 7:30 until 8:30 UK time. The time slot did change slightly, so 7:30 till 8:30 on a Sunday night is our Psychic Sunday. And then if you would like to take part in classes or groups, we do a Tuesday night or a Thursday night. Tuesday night we do our development group, and on a Thursday night we do our mediumship group. Both are £5 each, and they're both paid through PayPal and facilitated through Zoom. So those are our weekly offerings on this channel. I mean, obviously, lots of you know that I have an entertainment channel as well, where I have an alter ego that performs, and those interactions can be enjoyed as well. Morning, Fee, how are you? Morning. Here's trusting you are well. Sister of mine, trusting that you are well. Hey, Cole. Oh, everyone's coming in this morning. How is Claire doing this morning? Carl, how's Claire doing this morning? And Carl, can I phone you after this, please? Can I video call you straight after this? I need to talk to you. Oh, last card for today, guys. If I can pick it up off the floor. It's fallen out. It's our last card for today. It is Coming to Life. Card 29 comes to an 11. 11 is our first angel number. Angels are guarding, protecting, caring for you from above. So please know that you're being looked after, you're being protected, guarded, and guided. It's a lovely way to end our morning. Coming to life suggests coming out of a stagnant state into a lifelike state. So just be aware that you are worth more than you believe yourself to be. You're stronger than you believe yourself to be, and you have got this. So without further ado, I'd like to thank you for being here this morning. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. You're doing the best you can, and take care of yourselves and each other. Be blessed. Have a fantastic day ahead, whatever you choose to do. Look after yourselves. Namaste, MJ.